guys, road trip on our way to Mosselbaai today. We're driving to Hendrik Wade is the guy who I bought my green Vtec by last year. So we're heading to Mosselbaai because I'm gonna buy a set of coilovers by him today. And what we're gonna do, a swap from my car to his car. So I'm gonna take my struts out and put it in his car, and take his coilovers out and put it in my car. So it's gonna be a long day because it's basically a 4-hour drive from Stellenbosch to Mosselbaai, and then we still have to do that job of both cars, and then we have to come back, and it's another 4-hour drive. On the way back, also in Darren's gonna drive. Someone's probably gonna take halfway over on the way to Mosselbaai. So we're gonna try to get there around 6:30. It's now 2:48. So if we start the video that side, you guys know we are safe that side, but and the car didn't break, so yeah. So I'm currently at a stop and go, and these two decided to have a smoke break right now because, like I said, no smoking allowed in the car, so they need to smoke outside. So the traffic is kind of piling up just because of the stop and go. But I mean, like, the car, we've drove 129 kilometers already, and it isn't bad at all though. I mean, like, it's like between full and 3/4 the tank at the moment. This car is quite heavy on fuel for some reason. I don't know. I don't think it's supposed to be this like heavy on fuel, but yeah. I mean, like, I just had to drive all the way through to here or to Mosselbaai for these coils, because I mean, like, I always wanted coils in the car, and this is basically an amazing opportunity to actually make an upgrade on the car. There's a lot of other suspensions out there, but I mean, like, Coilovers is just probably like the one that takes the cake for me each time. I wanted to go BC coilies, but I mean, like, I can still eventually sell these one day and still invest in a pair of BC coilies. But the road is quite nice with the car. I'm actually really surprised. I lifted the car up like I say like 1.5 centimeters in front to almost 2 centimeters in front, and to be honest, the car actually drives really nicely through. And I'm quite surprised. So yeah, I'll update you guys in say like an hour or hour and a half again, if you maybe like stop at a garage or whatsoever. But I mean, like, it's been nice as well. Guys will be able to see me, but I mean, like, we just arrived here by Hendrik Wade, and he's just parking his car. It's quite dark. You can't see nothing here. But there's his car, there's my car. So we're gonna start right away with the job. Unfortunately, I won't be filming what we'll be doing because it's too freak dark. So we're gonna one time someone do it in the road, because his kids is gonna sleep early tonight, and he has a really bad driveway. So I'm just gonna remove my back struts, and then we're gonna remove all his struts in this car because I already have front struts in the boot. Then we can start right away.
A few moments later.
I'm just giving you guys a small update. We're literally leaving Mosselbaai right now. It is 12:52 in the morning, so it is quite dark. You guys won't be able to see me right now. We're leaving Mosselbaai now. The job got way complicated because the lower control arms at the back, the bolt we had, me me and him they had to exchange bolts because one of the nuts was welded to the shock at the back, the standard shocks. So we had to exchange nuts and bolts. So which needed us to basically exchange lower control arms on the rear end as well, because the rear end's diameter where the bolt should go through, this was a little bit thicker, or basically longer in diameter than mine. So basically we had to do that swap, and that made the job so much complicated, and that basically took so much of our time, and we were super tired. But yeah, we're heading home now. So wish us all of the best. If you guys probably seeing this video, you know we probably got home safe. Finally we arrived home. This is the next morning after we just installed them coilies though. So it has been a freak long night, and I couldn't film last night because it was way too dark. Even though when I came home, and then everybody was sleeping, so I didn't want to end of the video just there without showing you guys some proper content. So what I'm going to do today is that I just have a few things to get off my list right now basically, and then after that I'm just going to show you guys the coilovers in the car. So the coilovers are just a little bit higher in front than at the back, so I'm going to try to adjust the coilovers a little bit lower in front, maybe a little bit lower at the back as well, so the car can have some amazing fitment. Then yeah, I'm just going to show you guys basically what this video was all about last night, which you guys didn't see. This is the second day, and I am delayed on my videos due to that because there wasn't proper content last night. So I'm bringing all the content, basically binding together 2 days of content, and I'm going to show you guys how amazing these coilovers look, and I'll give you guys some feedback after drive to town and back, how these coilovers actually drive. Because from my opinion, and from a lot of people's talking perspective, JOM coilovers don't drive really comfortable in a Honda EK, and especially in a Polo. So I'm gonna test that theory and see if it's actually true or not. So I'll check in with you guys a little bit later today, which will probably be in 2 hours time when I'm back home. Then we can continue this conversation.
2,000 years later.
After feeling how the car drives, I was actually really impressed on how JMs actually drive in the Honda EK. It has a similar drive comfortability as the Mark 1s. It's just the spring rate you can feel is a little bit different, I think due to most probably the body's weight of the Honda, because you have like because the Mark 1 is quite lighter than these Hondas. Because I think the spring rating is most probably the same, but it just has a different kind of spring in, most probably to carry that weight of the entire body of the car. But now I really try to adjust the coilover in front, and I turned it down at least like 1.5 centimeters lower, and it didn't do anything to the height. So I'm gonna try other method at the moment just to check how low the car actually can go and if it will actually work. Otherwise, if that doesn't work, then this most probably is the lowest the car can go. I'm gonna show you guys at the moment right now. But then my best solution was probably to get extended top mounts or top hats for this car, known more as extended shock mounts. Yeah, extended shock mounts. So I think Kurt Klein sells them. So I might just invest myself, or might just invest in a set of those. Because if nothing works to get this car lower, then that's most probably my best bet. But I'm gonna see what I can work out right now. But before I start out on that, I'm just gonna show you guys the current height on the car. So if you guys check it out like this is basically the current height on the car at the moment. It's basically like, I'll say like 1 finger, 2 fingers, between 1 or 2 fingers. And to be honest, I'm not happy with that result because I at least want the car to sit around here. So it's basically just over the tire I want it to sit. And at the back, it's not low at all as well, so I need to like load it at the back and see if it actually makes a difference. So what I'm going to do at the moment is that I'm going to try to at least get the coilover to sit a little bit deeper into the fork. There's like a fork on these EKs, so I'm going to try to get the coilover to sit a little bit deeper. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to try to remove the bump stop out of these coilovers and see if that makes a difference. Then I'm going to max out it completely and see what difference there is in ride comfortability and height as well. So let's get started right away. So these are the JM Blueline coilovers for the EK. So what I meant with letting the fork sit a little bit deeper, I'm gonna try to get the fork to sit right here, and that will give me basically that's like a little bit more finger lowness. And then I'm gonna try to see if the bump stop is in here, somewhere, and then try to remove the bump stop and try to max out the car to see if there's any difference. Also note that these are second-hand coilovers, and to be honest, I mean, like, for being second-hand, you can't even like feel the difference, because it feels like, or it drives like brand new coilovers. And I think these are like a few years old already. But to be honest, I'm really grateful that I got this opportunity to actually buy coilovers, and I drove all the way to Mosselbaai for these coilovers. So I think I kind of earned them, and it basically brought me closer to my goals for this car. So I've achieved a lot of things with this car in this short time period, and just note there are a lot more to come.
Many minutes later.
We are finally done with the car right now, and this is basically the height in front. It's very bad lighting though, but I mean, like, it's quite low in front, so I managed to get the car quite low in front, but at the rear side I didn't get it that low. It's like probably like one finger at the back. But this is basically the full out view of the car. You guys can see that there. Not too bad though. And here the guys are chilling. Oh, Mr. Sleepy though. Yeah. We Mr. Smiley is there at the bottom. But like I said, I'm really happy with the results. And I'm not I actually don't regret driving all the way for the coilies. Yeah, the car looks sick tonight. Shoo. But I'm really grateful for the results in the car, and you guys can basically see the results in the car. So I didn't show you guys too much because it would have been like a very long video, and I tried to keep it as short as possible because it was a 2-day video. But like I said, I'm really grateful for the results in the car, and I'm grateful for your guys' support. Please do like this video, please do subscribe, and please do share this video. I put a lot of money in this car, and the car is coming together real good. So I hope you guys like the results, and have a wonderful day and a wonderful night.